What's going on, everyone? RobeTheMatoran here, back with another Bionicle Retro Review, or welcome to the Bionicle Retro Review if you're new to the channel. But today, we are taking a look at the fabled Rahkshi, my all-time favorite sets back in the day, actually. These used to be my favorite sets. I always wanted these guys for, honestly, forever, until I got them. So, but here they are, starting with the set number. From left to right, we have 8587 Panrock. I can never say the brown Bionicle's name. Their names are so hard, I'm sorry. Okay, anyway, 8588 Kurok, 8589 Lerock, 8590 Gurok, and 8591, sorry, Vorok, 8592 Turok. Yes, the full Rahkshi team. Oh yeah, piece count is 45. Retail price is $9. Kind of expensive for these guys for just 45 pieces, but you know, this is just the steady rise of, you know, canister prices for Bionicle, and it will continue down the line as we continue further. But a quick brief on the lore of the Rahkshi. The 6 Rahkshi we have here were created by Makuta when I'm referencing the Mask of Light movie. So he pulled the Rahkshi, I mean not the Rahkshi, but the Krata out of his body, and he puts it into the essentially suits of armor and set them out to destroy, to defeat the Toanuva, but mainly to stop Takanuva from, not Takanuva, but Takua from finding the 7 Toa, or realizing he's a 7 Toa and putting on the mask or whatever, but to get the Mask of Light from Takua. That was their main goal, but they were obviously defeated by the Toanuva. So, quick little brief on that. Anyway, now, starting with the pros, we have the first time, you know, I already did the 2004 and 5, you know, sets, but right here in 2003, these were the first ever sets of the Bionicle line to, and continue on until, you know, till the end of 2010. They actually have knees. Oh my goodness, they have knees articulation. They can move their knees, you know, nice foot articulation. Oh my goodness, look at these, all these new pieces they have, all these new molds. It's so gorgeous. I can't believe they actually, I don't even know how they even came up with the idea, honestly. So it's crazy that they have knees and what have you there on that. And also they have a gear function, which is this nice little thing back here, and you twist it in. Yeah, they swivel their arms back and forth, which is actually pretty cool looking. So, you know, you could look at that, and wow, I cannot do it from this distance. It's actually kind of hard. And also, like a side feature, if in the comics and the movie or whatever, they can actually fold their legs up, and if you just take apart their hand like this, now whatever you do with the staff, you can just take it off, but they can actually glide around, which is kind of like this. I'm doing a poor job, but this is basically what they can do. They can all fly, which is a really nice little feature that they can do. You know, I think that's really cool right there. So that's nice. And also their color scheme is really nice. I mean, I really do like their color scheme because it's, I know it's supposed to be kind of like the rivals for the Toanuva, so their colors have to kind of be similar to that, but all the color schemes are really nice. Like, even with the gray, even though I'll probably talk more about that in the con section, but for now, I will say that the color scheme is really good with the bright, you know, colors that they have. But even with the gray, it's not too bad. It's just, more on that later, but it's not bad. It's still pretty good. And oh yeah, I forgot to mention that they have these little Krata pieces inside of them, which you can see right here. Hopefully Gurok don't fall. So these little Krata pieces that they all come with, and you can collect all of them if you wish. but all of them are supposed to come with one, and it's a nice little collectible, and that you will get. But I don't have them all. The ones I had these sets for a long time. I had these sets from back in 2014, so I have lost all the Kratas because I was a dumb kid and didn't know how to keep up with things. So I had lost them, unfortunately. That is a very disappointing thing on my end, but it was my fault, yes, and then it kind of wasn't, which I'm about to now mention into the cons, because as good as they have cons. So let's already get into that. So first thing about them that I don't like is they are clone sets. Copy and pasted clone sets. They are identical in every way aside from their main color and their little spine pieces and their weapons, I suppose. So aside from that, they are identical. They have nothing else new. And aforementioned from the color scheme, that the color schemes they're good, but with the very high gray color, and this is the old gray, which is already ugly enough. So this is the old gray, Lego gray. It just really mutes the colors a bit, that they're a little too much gray going on. And I know this will be a running theme, because with the Bionicle, they didn't have a lot of gray. It was actually silver. So honestly, I think the Bionicle did that a little bit better with the color scheme. But with the Rahkshi, it's just all this gray. It kind of throws you off a little bit from the main color scheme. But it's not the worst, but it's not the greatest either. It's definitely a con, because I'm definitely pointing it out. So yeah, yikes on that. Another con would be where if you flip, if you're playing with this, if you're a young child and actually this is actually really good, but some of them will just pop out. I actually really had to try on that. But some of them are way loose than that. Guark, I guess, is just really good. I mean, he's really holding out, but a lot of times that piece will, if you hit the head a little too hard, that piece will fly out and the Krata will fall out, and that's how a lot of times I lost the pieces, because I used to play with them, and a lot of pieces will fall in, and I just didn't know where they fell at, and I just lost them over time. I have most of them, I think, but yeah. So that is a con that can happen, because it will fall and you're losing them, and it's annoying. Another one will be the same eye color. They all have the same translucent orange eye color. As you can see, all of them have it. It's the same orange color, and it works for some of them, but for all of them, I kind of wish they kind of got a little creative and changed some of the color schemes a bit on the eyes, because I don't imagine it was that hard of a thing to make, but I guess they really was going to be cheap with it and decided to just keep the one eye color, because I think the one it really does not work for is Turok way in the back, because he already has a red head. Red head? That sounds so weird. He's red, and his orange eyes just kind of throw you off. It's like you barely can even see it. So with him, it really does not do him any good. It does not do him any favors. I think it would have been better if it was green or something, but regardless, this is what we got. So it's kind of whatever you do with that. Another con would be that their gears are extremely floppy. Like, I know I talked about this being a pro, but their gears, it swivels so hard and you don't have any real control over it. So it makes it kind of hard to pose them, because it literally wants to shift its weight so many times, so you can really only have it in the one pose about 80% of the time, because their arms will just swift. So I find that to be kind of annoying on that. So yeah, yikes on that. But it's not bad, because if you can get it right, it's not too bad, but you can't stop it from doing it either. So you just have to kind of accept the one pose, and then that's it. I still really like these sets, I mean, I think they're really great. I recommend getting them. Well, I recommend getting one because since they're all identical clone sets, I say you do better just getting one. If you're not like a diehard Bionicle fan that's trying to get all the sets, I just say one. Whenever one is your favorite color or whatever one you just like the most, just get that one because once you get one, you inadvertently just have them all. So that's just how I feel on that. But my score on the Rahkshi is a 7.9. I actually like the Bionicle more, and I know it sounds crazy because I used to really like the Rahkshi, but as a kid I liked them and I thought they were really cool, and I still do. It's just that now as an adult, I just don't really find myself really like in love with the Rahkshi as I used to be. I mean, I think the Bionicle was actually better because they're just a lot more, funny enough, dynamic, and I just kind of like them more. I mean, Rahkshi really good. I just like the Bionicle a little bit more on that. That's just, how I feel about that. So those have been my thoughts though, and tell me yours down in the comments because maybe yours is different. I mean, I like to read everyone's comments, so don't be shy. Let me know how you feel about the Rahkshi. I mean, I love to discuss things. So yeah, that's been the Rahkshi review. So join me next time when we look at the first Titan set, because this will now actually conclude all of the canister sets, which is not a lot of them actually in this wave. So next time I'll be looking at Jaller and the Goko bird. So until then, I have been RobeTheMatoran, and I'll catch you all on the flip side.
Unlike anything before. Created by Makuta and brought to life by the Krata. Alert, extremely powerful, agile, determined, unstoppable. Hunting a secret. Unleash the Rahkshi. Bionicle, each set sold separately.